Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher. And today we're going to take a look at the Zentangle original tangle, Scoodle. Now, this was used in the recent project packs from Zentangle. And if you're not aware, Zentangle puts out these project packs every so often. You can purchase the packs themselves from Zentangle or a CZT that is offering them, and it has all of the stuff that you need to do the projects. And then I don't remember how many videos, maybe 12 videos, something like that. So they put out videos with different projects. You watch, follow along. They're a lot of fun. So they used this Tangle Scoodle, which is it's an old one, and I wanted to make sure to use it. Now it's well, let me just start it. They're fancy S shapes, really. You start off like print tops, and if you're not familiar with print tops, it's essentially a spiral. So I'm just going to start one in the middle here. So putting the pen down, and auraing around and around as many times as you want to go, and then come down for your S shape, and then just continue the spiral on the bottom of your S. Now, what's neat about this is you're just going to essentially pack them in however you want. So, um, this is a part that I usually struggle with. It's like, oh, well, I don't know what to do after that. So a lot of times we'll just turn my tile and then just start, and that is the best way to do it. And so start a little ways down from where you want it, and then work your way up and around to get kind of close, however close also that you want to get to it to what you've done before. And then it's just like you just have to start somewhere and go. And so I've done it this way, and I think I'm going to stick one right here. And again, I think the hardest part after figuring out where to start and then where to go next is, all right, where do I how far down do I put this? But it just like everything's entangled, it doesn't matter. So you just would keep spiraling up until you get close. And if you get too close, then just use the hollabout technique and work underneath what you already did. And if you don't know what that is, basically instead of going over the line, you would pick up your pen, travel it across, and across the lines that would be here, put your pen down on the other side and continue on. And do take a look. If you click on my name below, that will take you to my channel, and then you can search my channel for videos. And so if you search Hollabout, HOLLIBAUGH, you will find it's a tangle and it's a technique both. All right, so then what I'm just doing is fitting them in however I feel like it. Sometimes I try to, like, I don't necessarily want to make this like a big starburst, so sometimes I will try to turn them. And what's neat is because it's an S shape, as you're doing the top spiral, you can make the S shape and then kind of turn it however you might see fit. But again, there's no. Oh, and then I made those two look, well, almost alike. Well, let's see. Let's put one sideways. Maybe we'll start it in the center here. But this is for me again the most difficult part is just deciding where to put them so that it doesn't look contrived. That's just my thing. And fit them in again however full you want to. It's a neat texture, so it's a great fill in. And so in the description section, I will have a link to Tangle Patterns, because Linda Farmer, who manages tanglepatterns.com, she does such a great job at putting out tangles on a regular basis. So if you haven't subscribed to her newsletter, make sure to do that. You receive, and you might even be able to have choices on how you receive them, but you pretty much get something daily from her. And it seems like on the weekdays, you get a tangle that she introduces. Plus, I'm just like, well, that one's getting a little out of control, but I didn't have room to take it this way. She always puts such great information in, and so for this tangle, she did link it. She embedded the video that from that project pack that I mentioned, and so you don't have to have the tools that they're using. They give you great ideas, and actually, that's one of the things that I love it that they say this is when they put out a new project pack, they're like, just watch first, and then if you want to buy it afterwards, you can buy it. Use what you want. I totally love that. So there you go. It's just you fill it in however you want to. Shading, this one we don't even. Well, actually, there's not really a good way to fill in the background. But this one, depending on how you use it, I mean, you could just leave it as it is, or, and I'm gonna do this. We're gonna make as if this was a string. I'm just gonna put some graphite. I'm going on the outside, so I'm just kind of following this curvy line that I've created with this. And I am sure, if given enough time to think about it, could come up with some ways maybe to tangle inside, but it's sometimes it's just better to let's just do the perimeter. But it's one of those that's up to you. Yeah, I'm looking at it because that's what I keep thinking. It's like, how could I, if I wanted to do and create texture inside, like we do print tops, and the way I teach to tangle that is, you find one and put graphite around the outside of it, and it raises it up. But this one you can't even really do that because we're making these neat S shapes. So if you find a way that pleases you, great. But this was neat just to create a pencil barrier around the outside of all of the well, everywhere that I tangled, and then kind of just bringing it together on the outside. You saw, it's almost like rounding. And if I go a little bit heavier on some of the outside, then we will create a little bit more drama. But it's neat because it kind of creates it like a pillowy type look with this. But this, if you use this as a fill-in, then I would certainly, tangle the perimeter of that section on your string where you've used this. Let's just see. Oh yeah, that helps. Sometimes just going a little darker. All right. So again, neat tangle. Hope you enjoyed it. Uh, if you did, would love to have a thumbs up. Feel free to share it. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I would love it if you became a subscriber. Of course, that is free. In the description section below the links to the step outs, and actually, and I'll have a link to mine and a link again to Tangle Patterns, which has the video in it. But they didn't put out any step outs for this one. It's in the original book that came in the original kit that I have, and the instructions aren't really actually. Linda has a picture of the instructions. This is the little booklet that would come with, and that was it. So a neat opportunity to create some step outs, even though it's easy enough, you don't really need them, but sometimes it's just a little helpful for people like for me. It's just for me, that's all it is. But anyway, so again, super neat tangle. Do take a look at all of that in the description section below the step outs, ways to connect with me. So if you enjoyed this, if you enjoy my style, would love to have you join me on a Thursday. I do 2 sessions every Thursday, unless I have a scheduling conflict, which is rare. And then I just move it to a different day because I can't go a week without tangling. Um, and I do free classes. I call it Tangle Time. So come check us out. We have a lot of fun. And I do other classes as well on Tuesdays. And who knows, I might be adding more. But all the information is there on my website. We also have a nice Facebook community. So if you'd like to tangle with some other people that really, really enjoy tangling, would love to have you come check us out. All right. So with that, thanks so much for watching, and I wish you happy tangling.